So again, I'm meteorologist Scotty Powell here. I appreciate you guys joining in. It's a little bit after 11:30, 11:40 here on Saturday evening, June the 8th. As you know, we've experienced a lot of flash flooding throughout the foothills this evening, and it's going to continue. And I want to show you why in just a minute. I'll show you some of the radar and what we expect to happen over the next few hours. So again, we've got this low pressure system that is kind of cut off. We call it a cutoff low. And basically what happens with these storm systems is the jet stream takes the storm from one part of the country to the other. And so mostly these storms kind of follow the jet stream, and this low pressure though has been cut off. It kind of is meandering in the southeast, and with that it kind of slows down and it gives us a prolonged period of stormy weather, and that's what is set up over western North Carolina starting yesterday and will be lasting at least through Sunday into Monday. So a lot of flash flooding reports this afternoon and evening out of the Hickory area, Burke County, Morganton, Conley Springs, Rutherford College, over into Caldwell County and Alexander County and Lincoln County. And that area, especially the Hickory area, saw a lot of the heavy rain yesterday. And so we're going on day 2 with heavy rain. And unfortunately, we're going to see a couple more days of heavy rain in the area. So just more flooding for the area. So we are under a high risk of flash flooding, and basically that's as high as we get. On the flash flood scale, we have marginal, slight, moderate, and high. And so high risk issued for western North Carolina. So that's a level 4 of 4. So this is a pretty significant flood. I see you guys commenting on my dog. She just jumped out and she's walking down the hallway now. So I'm glad she's getting some attention. But anyway, we're kind of the high risk of flooding. So and that is worrisome because we have more heavy rain moving into the area as we speak. So let's flip over the camera here and I'll show you what's going on the radar. As you can see, let me pause it here for just a second. We have rain that is developing over the Charlotte-Mecklenburg metropolitan area. And if I put this radar in motion, back it up and then we'll put it in motion, you can see the trajectory of that rain. And that rain is taken right along Highway 321 into Lincoln, Catawba, Burke, Caldwell, Alexander, and McDowell County, even up into the mountains. So as we advance this radar, as you can see, this rain over the Charlotte-Mecklenburg area is going to be pivoting into the foothills over the next few hours. So while the break in the rain has been nice, we're going to see this rain really start to fill in. As we zoom in, you can see a lot of Lincoln County already experiencing heavy rain. That'll be moving into Hickory, then eventually Morganton, Lenoir, Taylorsville, and even possibly Marion over McDowell County. We'll have to see that. What also gathers my attention is, this is another radar, but we have another batch of heavy rain over the Columbia back down towards Charleston. And that as well, if we put it in motion, well, that's the first batch of rain leaving. But as we put this in motion, you can see this batch of rain, as it continues to move north, is on that same trajectory to move into the foothills. Now, it may not be as heavy as we've lost a lot of the instability, but again, any more rain on top of what we've already got is just a bad deal. So this batch of rain moving out of the Columbia area down through Orangeburg and Walterboro will also be moving into the foothills. So we've got at least 2 more rounds of rain. Let me go back to the first radar product. We have this initial batch right now that is in the Charlotte-Mecklenburg area that will be transitioning into the foothills. And what's happening, you can kind of see these rain cells intensify. So we have the Appalachian Mountains here, and that's creating some extra lift, what we call upslope flow. And that upslope flow really is able to wring out the moisture over the foothills. It's kind of like a sponge. As this air rises, condenses, makes rain, and we get all that moisture to be wrung out over the foothills. So unfortunately, that heavy rain is going to be moving back into these areas that's already seen flooding. Let me pause this radar for just a second. You can kind of see these little icons. These are all locations that experienced flash flooding already today, and we're only going to see more. So I could see maybe an additional 1 to 2 inches of rain to fall over the Hickory, Lincolnton, Burke County, Caldwell County area this evening, overnight into tomorrow morning. Unfortunately, this is going to continue again on Sunday and even Monday to an extent. We're going to see heavy rain. Let's go over to this product right here. This is going to give you a total of what we've seen since yesterday. Now, this is all Doppler radar indicated. This is not by any means an official account, but I just wanted to show you some of these totals here. As we get outside of the Hickory area towards Mountain View, you can see that's 8.36 inches of rain that has fallen in that area. As we get up to, let's go over towards the eastern Burke County area, we're looking anywhere between 4 to 5, 6 inches of rain. As we go up into the Lenore area, we're looking at 5, 6, potentially 7 inches of rain. Over into Taylorsville, the Alexander County area, 4 to 6 inches of rain. As we move over into the Morganton area, a little bit less, but not too much. We're looking at 4 to potentially 6 inches of rain over the Burke County area. And then we really start to taper that off as we get into the McDowell County area. Even though northern McDowell County, you've seen your fair share of rain as we're approaching 5, 6 inches of rain. So that's the rainfall that has already fallen. And we're going to have several more rounds of rainfall, 2 tonight, and then we're going to see rain develop again tomorrow. One thing I don't have pulled up, I don't think. Yeah, I don't have it. But anyways, the Weather Prediction Center has issued a moderate risk for rain tomorrow. And let me get that pulled up for you right quick so you don't have to look at my computer screen. Let me get this pulled up for you so you guys can see that. And it'll kind of highlight the areas of concern for tomorrow. So here again is that high risk of flash flooding over western North Carolina. That is until 8 a.m. or 7 or 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Then as we go into the day 2 graphic, you can see that moderate, again, that's a level 3 of 4 set up over the same area. So that's just showing you that the potential for significant flooding is possible, not only tonight, but again tomorrow. And as we go into the day 3 outlook, which will cover Monday, that threat goes to a slight risk, which is a level 2 of 4. And so you can see the heavy rain potential kind of wanes off just a little bit, but still we could see some flooding concerns over the area. So again, let's switch back to our radar product here. As you can see, this heavy rain developing over the Charlotte-Mecklenburg area. That's all moving off to the northwest. So again, Lincoln, Catawba, Alexander, Caldwell, Burke, northern Cleveland, McDowell counties, and then up into Watauga, Wilkes, Ashe, Allegheny, Yadkin, and Surrey. They're all under a flash flood warning as well. So very dangerous night developing. So if you have... if you don't have to be outside tonight, I just suggest you stay in. It's best that you stay in because of the flooded roadways. And then again tomorrow, we're going to have this whole scenario play out once again. So that's the latest. It's about 11:50 Saturday night, so I'm going to go ahead and log off here. I don't see any questions. I appreciate all of you guys watching and giving some shout out to my dog. I appreciate that. But we'll be here tonight. We'll continue to monitor the weather, and then we'll be here tomorrow as I expect to see another couple of rounds of additional heavy rain, and that will only cause issues. Looking here, I've been tallying up our rainfall totals through 10 p.m. tonight. Started on yesterday through 10 p.m. Saturday night. I've already had 6.5 inches of rain here at my house, so it's definitely been a wet day, and we're looking at least another couple of rounds of rainfall tonight, and then again on Sunday, additional heavy rain. So just be safe out there. Please do not travel. Remember the slogan, turn around, don't drown. I know you hear it all the time, but we have to keep preaching it because people drive around these barriers and then they're caught out in this flood water, and now not only is your life at risk, but the lives of those folks who are out there to help you as well. We've already had 3 fatalities confirmed from this storm system in Lincoln County. It's unsure of how it happened. We know there was some heavy rain in the area, and a car either drove through some flooded water or hydroplaned through some standing water on the road and flipped over and ended up in a creek, and 3 folks passed away in that storm. So this has been a deadly storm already for North Carolina, and we don't want those numbers to rise. It's very easy. If you see barricades, just find another way home. And if you're out traveling tonight and you have to drive over a stream or creek or something like that, maybe best just to find an alternate route. There's some rural roads. Law enforcement can only get to so many roads, and so there may be some roads that are flooded that they don't know about, and we don't want you to be the ones finding out firsthand through that. So if you can't avoid those roads that may be traveling through creeks and streams, things like that, just find another way around. So that's all for now. We'll continue to watch this threat of rain move in from the Charlotte-Mecklenburg area. Again, I wouldn't be surprised to see another inch, maybe 2 inches at the most, over the foothills, and then we'll kind of settle down tomorrow morning. We'll do all this again on Sunday afternoon and evening. So you guys have a great night. Thank you for following. I encourage you to share this with your friends and family. I would love for them to like my page and to get updates about the weather. You can also like the Carolina Weather Group on Facebook and on Twitter, Carolina WX Group, and myself on Twitter, Scotty Powell _WX. I do a lot more updating there on Twitter just because the algorithms on Twitter are a little bit better than this Facebook. You can see these Facebook posts at inconvenient times. It's not as spur of the moment as Twitter is. So anyways, thanks for joining on. Again, I welcome your reports. If you can do it safely, let me know what's going on in your area, and just stay safe out there. Again, flash flooding tonight, flash flooding tomorrow, and the potential for flooding on Monday. So you guys have a great night. Stay safe out there and let me know what's going on in your area, and I appreciate those reports. So you guys have a